Hi, I'm Mary Men at the HAIRAPIST Salon, Union Square, San Francisco. With the holidays coming up, I'm going to show you some little tricks that I use to make different ornaments for clients' hair and how to make those things stay in your hair. And these can actually be used year-round. Remember, if you have fine hair, that you really want anything you put in your hair, whether it's bobby pins or little clippies, to stay. For mothers, I know when you're doing your child's hair, because the hair is baby fine, it's very hard to make any sort of clippies or ornaments stay in their hair. I'm going to teach you how to make anything that you put in fine hair stay. What I have here are all different sort of accessories that you can use in your hair. These are actually different buttons that I've taken. They have a little loop on the back, and I've just put a little hairband, stretchy band through them, so that I can use this in a ponytail, in pigtails, and this is a beautiful, beautiful button to use for the holidays. Also too, I just did a wedding this weekend. I took these little jewel buttons, slid a bobby pin through them, and used those in the bride's hair. Remember, when you're using bobby pins, the proper way to use them is with the bumpy side down towards the scalp, and you always use 2 bobby pins. You use one to hold the hair where you want it to stay. You then go in and make a crisscross with the second bobby pin to hold the bobby pin itself. So whenever you're using a bobby pin, remember you're using 2 bobby pins, never just one. Use them bumpy side down, one to hold the hair, the second bobby pin to hold the bobby pin. These will really stay for you. I also use these charms. This is a little charm that you get at the craft store. I slid a bobby pin through that just to make a nice little ornament to use in the hair. When you're using buttons, get buttons that have that little loop in the back. Can you see that? And you want to take a hairpin or a bobby pin, slide it through that hole in the back, and make yourself a nice little ornament for the hair. Same that I did with this antique button. I thought this was such a beautiful button, and I went in and took a band and wrapped it through the back loop on that button. I don't know if you can see it, but I know that you're picking up what I'm explaining. There we go. When you're using hairpins, the proper way to use a hairpin, you can go in and bend one of the sides of the hairpin. What this does, when you slide it in, it helps to anchor the hairpin so that if the hairpin were to move up, it's really anchored in the hair in case you go in an upward direction. Once again, if you use a hairpin, you want to use a second bobby pin and move it across the hairpin to secure it into place. I know a lot of times with headbands, they're made out of this plastic or some sort of material that's going to slide through the hair. What I generally use are these rubber bands. These come in all different colors, so you can use black, brown. They make a regular sort of rubber color, that sort of blonde color, so you'll be able to disguise those in your hair. Of course, this band is plastic, so if I put it in hair, it's going to want to slide out of the hair. The way to make it stay is to take these rubber bands, and take a rubber band here, take a couple, and wrap them around the plastic. You see I put those rubber bands there? So you want to take it, oops. Of course, there's going to be a difficult time. Take it, wrap it around, and you can slide those up, and that's going to help for these bands to grip in your hair and stay. You can also put the little rubber band around and then slide a bobby pin through that and really fasten that in there, because this is going to slide out of your hair, right? You would put it in, but then it's going to want to slide and move around. If you put rubber bands around the length of this, then it's really going to grip in your hair. It's also going to give you something to attach a bobby pin to. Remember, if you're using one bobby pin, you always want to use a second bobby pin to slide across there and to really anchor any ornaments into your hair. Please do not use, if you want a style to really stay, don't use these little plastic bands. These are just going to slide out of your hair. They're great because they don't tear the hair, But they're horrible because you're going to put it in and your hair is going to start moving and sliding, and the last thing you want to do at any party or function is to be fussing with your hair. If you do use rubber bands, remember to lift them up and then cut through them. Don't cut your hair, cut through the rubber band to remove them out of your hair. Don't slide them down the length of your hair because that's going to tear your hair. Just go in at the end of the evening or after your function, find the rubber band, lift it up, and cut through it. For your moms that have children that have really fine hair and you're trying to put any sort of a barrette in the hair, we all know you put these barrettes in a baby's hair, and even these ones that close very, very flat start sliding. What you want to do with any barrette is you take them and you wrap these rubber bands, make sure they're real rubber bands, you wrap them around this edge, you put it in your child's hair, or if you have fine hair, put it in your hair, clamp it down, and it's going to stay because the rubber is not going to slide through your hair. It's going to give these little ornaments some sort of attraction in your hair. The same thing works with these sort of bands, and really it applies to anything that you want to put in your hair and you don't want it to slide. These little clippies, these kind of clamps are very popular with people. You get one of these rubber bands, so you take it. I've already put one on there, you see. Just take them, put it around the teeth, wrap it in, wrap it around. You can put a couple of them on there if you want. Slide that down where the teeth are, grab the hair, and clamp it on. That's really going to hold for you, having that rubber grip the hair. I'm Mary Amen at the HAIRAPIST Salon, Union Square, San Francisco, and that's your tip for the day.